American Road Trip Bar and Grill in Yucaipa is a large freestanding restaurant that offers a marvelous variety of classic American food, including some great barbecue. As you enter, you are greeted by a backside of a travel trailer. One side of the restaurant features a large bar, while the other side of the restaurant features lots of rustic booth seating, giving one the feeling of what you would expect to see in some Midwest restaurant. Under the direction of Mike Miller and Keith Bishop, the revamped food offerings are both delicious and affordable, priced for all to enjoy.
I think we're somewhat of a throwback, back to simpler times. Both Mike and I, our philosophy is great food, great service. We take pride in all the products that we put out on the floor, whether it's a simple beer to Yankee pot roast. I mean, everything is top of the line. The next time you're in the neighborhood, especially if you're visiting Oak Glen, or if you're on your way to Palm Springs, by all means, we will truly, make your road trip one to remember.
Well, we're here in Yucaipa, and we took our own little road trip to American Road Trip Bar and Grill in Yucaipa. And I got to tell you before we even start this review that it's had some bad management and past ownership problems. It got terrible reviews for many months, and I want you to know that it really turned around. They have all new management, mostly new staff, great service now, and the food is a heck of a lot better than it was. Now, you ate here at the old restaurant.
I did. Mike and Keith have really, like you said, turned it around. The staff is friendlier, the menu is totally revamped, and it's good. It's really good
And
now.
I felt like I've traveled around the country because big portions of food, very affordably priced, and let's just jump right into it.
Let's do it.
Let's start with one of their signature appetizers, the Texas Road Flair, $7.99. This is 3 tortillas. It has a cream cheese mixture with diced jalapenos. It's wrapped and deep fried, comes in 6 pieces, and it's served with a delicious apricot chili dipping sauce. I really like this. Now, people can't complain, they say there's not enough of the cream cheese in there, but it was plenty, especially when you dip it with the sauce.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of cream cheese. Anything with cream cheese is
And jalapenos
okay.
had just enough kick to it.
Perfect balance, really good. I love the sauce. It was sweet with a tiny bit of heat.
Yeah, I love the heat. It was good. Next, we had the Kokomo chopped salad, $10.99. What a salad. It's a really interesting salad. We were talking chopped mixed lettuce, spinach, candied walnuts, cranberries, slices of mandarin oranges, avocado, diced red onions, blue cheese crumbles, tossed in a huge, and I do mean huge, salad bowl with a delicious citrus lime dressing. Cold, crisp. I love the lime and the citrus flavor. It really jumped out, and it was just a very refreshing salad.
It was very refreshing. The dressing itself was light but sweet, and they give you enough for your entire family.
That's a huge salad.
It is a big salad. It was a big salad.
Well, we got to eat healthy, so that's where we are. So next is a gigantic burger. It's called Art's famous Omg Burger, $10.99. This starts out with a brioche bun with a bacon mayo spread, a hand-formed grilled Angus beef burger with lots of crisp crumbled bacon, lettuce, sliced tomato, pickle chips, caramelized onions, thick slice of Gouda cheese, smashed avocado, topped with an over-easy egg, and served with fries.
I think there was like 3 avocados.
It was a lot.
There was a ton of avocados overflowing.
I have to admit, this was very difficult to eat. This
Yeah, it was.
I mean, you got to have a big mouth, and people say I do, but even my mouth, I couldn't. This is a ginormous burger,
It was
but lots of
delicious.
flavors to it. That
I
cheese.
like it, yeah. The
Good.
name fits it. OMG Burger.
OMG, oh my goodness. Next was Mopped pulled pork sandwich, $9.99. Oh,
Yum.
hickory smoked pork drenched in their southern style mop sauce on a brioche bun, topped with a mess, and I do mean a mess, of crispy onion strings, served with a side of their barbecue sauce with coleslaw if you want it. I love the sweet, smoky barbecue sauce. The smoked pork, pulled pork was excellent. I make it myself at home.
Yeah.
This was tender, had a nice smoky flavor to it. I love it with coleslaw. I had it on the side this time, but just a very good dish. And the onion rings with the crispiness and the sweet onions. Oh, heaven.
It was a perfect combination of the crisp onion rings. What do they call them? Shoestring onion rings?
Yeah, different names for it.
Delicious.
But so you get the texture of that, you get the sweetness and the smokiness of the sauce, and the delicious, moist, juicy pork.
Yeah, and I'm a huge fan of pulled pork. That pulled pork was delish.
That was excellent.
It was so
Oh,
good.
here we go. Rachel Ray here now. Delish.
Delish.
Delish. Another terrific dish was the baby back ribs. Now this is a whole slab of ribs for only $22.99. A terrific deal. This is a full rack of tender, meaty baby back ribs that were first lovingly massaged with a very tasty rub, slowly smoked and finished on the char grill with their homemade barbecue sauce that comes with your choice of 2 sides. We decided to have corn, which is an excellent choice, with green pepper and a little bacon to it, and their beans. And what a nice set of ribs, meaty. I love it, again, the sauce on it. It has a nice crisp exterior and just perfect ribs.
Perfectly cooked ribs fall right off the bone and tender. It's just perfect.
And normally I don't like baby back ribs. I like St. Louis. I had a little more meatier on them, but this had a lot of meat to it, so I think I changed my mind now.
It did. They were excellent.
Good stuff. And another great barbecue item, if you like, is chicken. This is a smoke and grate half chicken, $9.99. This is a half a chicken that is first marinated overnight and then gently rubbed with a delicious sweet gingery rub before being smoked and finished on their char grill with their barbecue sauce. This too, it came with 2 sides. We had a rice peel-off, I believe it was, and beans. Can't get enough of those beans.
Beans
and
were very good.
For $9.99, no complaints whatsoever, and it had
No
a nice smoky
complaints.
flavor, a little hickory to it, and it was just a nice, good chicken.
Moist and perfectly cooked. And I love the beans. Did I tell you I love the beans? I
told
love
me
the
that.
beans.
Yeah, they were very good. So, I thought one of the best dishes of the evening was the pot roast. Now, this is a real classic American dish. This is $13.99. Now, this is real American classic. We're talking a nice portion of fork tender pot roast, served with real garlic mashed potatoes, sweet pearl onions, carrots, and an excellent brown gravy. This is the way a pot roast should be. My grandma used to make it all the time, and this is what it was. This is excellent. I love the pearl onions. You never see pearl onions anywhere.
I thought that was unusual. I thought I was having a cocktail for a second.
Yeah. Well,
They were
pearl
very-
onions,
yeah.
it's one of those things that you just don't see very much anymore.
It's true.
So it was excellent. And their sauce was nice about the gravy. It was rich. It was complex tasting. It wasn't real salty. And it had a nice beefy mushroom flavor.
I didn't get enough gravy.
Oh, really? That's because
maybe
I took it.
you took it. Yeah. But I didn't. That was my only beef with this.
So basically, ask for more gravy
More gravy.
Yeah.
An extra side of gravy on the side.
and just
because-
slop it up.
yeah, I like it on top of the potatoes, and I really want to sop it up with
Drink
some
it up.
bread, or
Sounds so
it
good.
wasn't enough.
Okay. Then we had the pesto chicken. This is our last entree, $10.99. This is a charbroiled chicken breast, a nice sized breast, with a delicious garlic palm crusted sourdough bread, with lettuce, tomato, bacon, avocado. Can't get enough avocado here. Provolone cheese and a robust pesto aioli served with coleslaw we had here.
Very
but the
messy.
bread had a great flavor to it. The chicken itself was a nice piece of chicken. It wasn't a skimpy pre-made, breast that you made already
Exactly.
made. And I love the pesto.
Oh, the pesto aioli was the star for me. It was very good, very tasty.
It was so good. That over pasta with the chicken would have been
Yeah.
another great entree.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they have that. Maybe we should
Yeah.
start our own
Well,
restaurant.
Let's order
huh?
a side of that pesto aioli next time.
You are a gravy person, aren't you?
Yes.
So pesto and gravy, and you'd be happy?
Yes.
Man, you'd be a cheap date, I'll tell
Yes.
you. Okay, then you got to have dessert. Now, this is called the Gooey Cookie Sensation, $6.99.
So it's an underbaked chocolate chip cookie from heaven. It came directly from heaven and landed on this awesome plate with hot, nice and hot. You can see the steam coming off, with a yummy scoop of vanilla ice cream drizzled with caramel and chocolate and whipped cream, all from heaven.
Now, the cookie it was halfway cooked basically. So it wasn't raw, but it wasn't all the way cooked. And that's
Yeah.
what made it gooey and chocolatey. And you really ripped into that.
I did.
Are you a dessert person?
Yes, I am.
What a guess. Let's start with your favorites. What are some of your favorites? Your 3 favorites.
Okay, so the Mopped pulled pork sandwich was by far the best dish, in my opinion. That was
Okay.
my favorite. I love pulled pork, and they did it right.
Okay.
It was very good. The second one is, I was very surprised. I like the Kokomo chopped salad.
Okay.
So my third favorite was the OMG Burger because it was OMG delicious.
It was
I
huge.
loved it. It was huge. It was good.
Okay, now can I do mine?
Lots of avocado.
The Mopped pulled pork was sensational. I love the stringy, fried onions. That really made the difference there. The pot roast was as good as you get. This is like Grandma used to make, and I just thought this is a great dish. And the last thing was the famous OMG Burger, except you got to have a big mouth. Not that you do. I don't want to give you that impression that you do, but it's a very massive sandwich, so you got to come hungry. Everything here is fairly large portions, so, and the pricing is excellent. The quality is fantastic. This restaurant is so much better than it used to be under a completely different owner and management in here, and the services, they're friendly. It seems like people really like working here, and I don't blame them because I like coming here, and I definitely would be coming here again. And
I agree. There's a good vibe here. The vibe has totally changed. It's a good vibe. Everyone's happy and smiling and efficient.
Right. Okay, we've been to Boom Chakalaka in Redlands. We're here on a road trip here in Yucaipa. We've eaten about 19 items in about 11 hours. We've been doing this. What are your impressions of being on the show and being a food critic?
Well, I had a blast. Thank you so much for having me. I'm a big fan of yours, and about 18 years ago, my husband and I were watching you on PBS, and I told him, Ben, I'm going to be on his show one day.
Here you are.
And so, yeah, and it only took 19 years.
Well, we'll
So,
do it sooner than
yeah.
that. How's that?
Thank you for
So
having me.
you were a delight, really
I
were.
had a great time.
So, well, folks, here's another wrap-up of the Let's Dine Out show. Hope you enjoyed the great restaurant that we did today. And I'm telling you, this is the only show around that you're going to find good restaurants. We're not going to show you bad ones. We're only the ones that I like that are great restaurants and real culinary finds. So until next week, happy eating, everybody. And I don't know about you, I'm so full.
Let's Dine Out.